Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the first part of the 17 books I have read so far this year. I'm talking about 8 of them in this video. From literary mysteries to emotional contemporary reads to a non-fiction gem about the Kohinoor diamond. Grab your snacks, settle in, and let's get into my completely honest thoughts. No filters here, just bookish truth bombs. The Man on the Washing Machine was quirky, a supposed mystery set in San Francisco. And the main character, Theo, is like a neighborhood fixer-upper with a knack for stumbling into crime scenes. The actual man on the washing machine part, yes, you read that right, that happens. It had moments of charm, and I liked Theo's awkward but determined vibe. But the plot kind of dragged in places. The mystery was okay, just not super gripping for me. If you're into gentle mysteries with eccentric characters, this one might work for you, but for me, fall at 3 stars. The Sentence is Death by Anthony Horowitz. Now, this what was fun. Anthony Horowitz inserted himself as a character in this murder mystery, yes, literally. He partnered with a broody detective named Hawthorne to solve a bizarre case. Think Sherlock Holmes meets Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's witty, meta, and really clever with its structure. If you like clever writing and don't mind a bit of self-awareness, I highly recommend it. Gave it 4 stars. Dancing with the Tiger took me to Mexico, and wow, the atmosphere was incredible. It's about a woman hunting for a stolen mask linked to her father's death. Drug lords, corrupt archaeologists, you name it. The writing is lyrical, but sometimes I felt the plot got a little too tangled. I wanted to love it more than I did. The cultural immersion was a win, but pacing lost me at times. Still, a decent 3 stars. The 10,000 Doors of January. This book, oh my heart, absolute 5 stars. It's one of those stories that feels like it's rewriting your soul while you read. January Scalar, a protagonist, finds a mysterious book that reveals other worlds and doors exist. The writing is poetic, the structure is dreamy, and the metaphors chef kiss. If you love books about books, alternate realities, and beautifully written coming-of-age arcs, read this now. Okay, confession time. I didn't finish Queen of the North. I really wanted to. It's historical fiction about Elizabeth Mortimer, and normally I eat that stuff up, but here it just felt dry. I found myself zoning out mid-page. The pacing was way too slow for my taste. Maybe it just wasn't the right time for me to read it. Let me know if you have read it and liked it. I'm open to second chances. You know, I had to include an Emily Henry. Funny Story was a heartfelt rom-com with that signature Henry charm and emotional depth. Daphne's ex gets engaged to her ex-best friend, the betrayal, and she ends up moving in with the ex's ex. Did you follow that? But slowly romance happens, and yes, it's so worth it. It's warm, funny, and healing. I gave it 4 stars. It wasn't my absolute favorite of hers, but still a lovely read. The Last Thing She Told Me was a fast-paced domestic thriller with a strong emotional core. The story revolves around Nicola, whose grandmother tells her a shocking secret on her deathbed and then dies. Dark family history check, emotional twist check, impossible to put down absolutely. It's one of those thrillers that actually has a heart. Gave it 4 stars, solid and dripping. Non-fiction lovers, this one's for you. Kohinoor dives into the bloody controversial history of one of the world's most infamous diamonds. Spoiler alert, it's not just a pretty rock. William Dalrymple and Anita Anand do a fantastic job breaking down colonial theft, shifting ownership, and the cultural impact of the diamond. It reads like a political thriller. If you're into history, especially colonial history, this is such a worthwhile read. I gave it 4 stars and learned a lot. So that's part 1 of my books I've read so far. Let me know if you have read any of these and what you thought. Did you love the 10,000 Doors of January as much as I did? Did Queen of the North work better for you? I would love to hear it all in the comments. And hey, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss part 2. More reviews, more drama, and yes, probably another DNF.